A little. Welcome back to Moving to New Zealand. Today I have a guest, Will, and I actually just coerced him into coming up and doing a quick episode with me. So this wasn't even planned. This is really on the fly. So welcome, Will.
Thank you.
So, Will, how long have you been living in New Zealand?
I've been here about 15 months.
Okay, and what state did you come from?
California?
Yes, it's Southern California.
I was in grew up in Northern California, then I was in Southern California the last 7 years before I came here.
And what brought you to this lovely country of New Zealand?
Oh, so many reasons, but mainly I would visited here with my girlfriend 10 years ago, who's my wife now, and we just fell in love with the country. And then when we had 2 little boys, we decided what better place to raise the family.
Amazing. I met Will at our MBA program. And so that's the visa pathway you're on, right?
Yes,
Is
yes.
the student visa or study visa.
Yeah, it's a student visa. Yeah,
Yes.
with a it'll turn into a post-study work visa, hopefully, after I graduate.
Yes. And I've interviewed Abby, who's also in our program, and she came over on the same visa as well. And so, yeah, now I'm just going to recruit all of the any American that comes over to go to school. I'm like, come on the podcast. And yes, she's in the same cohort as you, right?
One after.
Okay, one
Yeah,
after you.
yeah.
Yeah. And so you started off in the Christchurch area,
Yes.
but because our program allows for remote study and everything, you are now in the Nelson area.
Yeah, I relocated to Nelson to get my family settled, but I still come to school frequently because a lot of it still needs to be done in person.
Yeah. And you're loving Nelson.
Yes, absolutely love the area, it's
Want to
great.
stay there.
That's the dream, but, honestly,
It's
I
close to
really
work.
loved Christchurch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, it's my joke is, I tell people, I wanted to stay here, my wife wanted to move to Nelson, so we compromised and moved to Nelson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's makes sense. Well, the funny thing is when my husband's best friend lives in Nelson, but they grew up in Christchurch. And so when we first came here, my husband was like, "You'll probably like Nelson better. You'll like Nelson." Other people have said that to me as well. But we're here to be close to his dad, who's in Christchurch. So I'm like, if we're here to be close to your dad, it just makes sense to stay in Christchurch. But now his sister just moved from Queenstown to Nelson.
Wow.
Yeah, so she made that jump. Yeah, so we used to have a free place to go to Queenstown. Now we have a free place to go to Nelson. So I mean that works out for us. Um, but yeah, it's warmer up there, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Slightly?
it's definitely, colder than California.
Yeah.
I mean, we're used to, San Diego weather, so it's still colder, but, not as cold as here. I was living in the Banks Peninsula when I first moved here, and that
Yeah.
we left in July, and came here, and it was snowing up there.
Oh, it actually snowed
It
where you
actually
lived?
s it actually snowed, in the Banks Peninsula.
Oh,
Yeah, so it was
okay.
a big, big transition.
Okay. And where Will was staying is about halfway from Christchurch to where our other place in Aotearoa is, the off-grid place that we go to sometimes, right? It's about halfway?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
just outside of Little River.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so when you decided to move here, because a lot of people listening are, you know, listening because they want to move to New Zealand. So when you started thinking about it, how long was the process of starting that and actually getting here?
I think we got here remarkably fast. I'd
Did
say
you?
we started planning it in February 2020.
Okay.
We had moved here in August, so it took us less than 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we went hard.
Okay.
I applied to the school, and we got our dogs all the shots and the stuff that they
Yeah.
needed, and, um,
Did your dogs come the same time as you?
yeah, they did. 2 of them were on our flight, and then 1 came, like, 2 weeks later.
How lucky.
Yeah, it takes 6 months just to get
Yeah.
that approval for the rabies.
Yeah.
No, I'm still amazed at how quickly we got over here.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Because yeah, we brought our dog, but we came during COVID, and so there weren't very many pet planes coming, and definitely couldn't be on our plane because only one plane was coming to New Zealand a week from the US. And it was a lot carrying a lot of the cargo, like medical supplies and stuff like that. So the pets had to come. I don't really know what kind of plane she came on now that I think about it. But anyway, it was a very different situation. But yes, when people say they wanna bring their pets here and, in those groups that we're in, like the Americans moving to New Zealand groups, it's like you have to start that 6 months before. Yeah.
Yeah, it was harder to do the
Yeah.
pets than it was,
Yeah.
us. Yeah,
That would
by a long shot.
for sure. And you brought 3 dogs?
Yeah, yeah,
And they're all doing well?
they're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a small period where they needed to stay in Auckland for the the quarantine.
Yeah.
It was about 10 days, I think,
Yeah.
and then but after that, they got on another plane to Christchurch and picked him up, and everyone,
That's
after a
awesome.
week of being miserable
Yeah.
and, abandonment issues, they're back to normal.
They're good.
Yeah.
So and how old were your kids when you moved here?
They were 3 and 6.
So little.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was just, like, an exciting well, I don't know, I'm making assumptions, but it was just exciting for them,
No, it
right?
was it
Or
was
was
a
it
good
upset?
age.
Yeah.
No, it was a good age.
Yeah.
I can imagine, like, your situation where the kids were older and
Yeah.
had, like, well-established friends and family and activities
Yeah.
must be a lot harder on them than my kids were, they're so young. They barely noticed it, to be
Yeah,
honest.
yeah, it was just
Yeah.
like an adventure. Mine really actually handled it quite well, but again, we were talking about this last night too in school, but we set the tone of that, and so everything was, "This is gonna be fun, this is gonna be exciting, we're gonna you're gonna be able to walk to school." I don't know because they couldn't walk to school, we lived rural and,
Yeah.
all of just made it sound like all this fun stuff,
Yeah.
and then they acclimated very well. Out of the 4 of us, it was the hardest on me. Yeah, because they get to go to school and make friends right away. Now, I didn't start school here for 18 months, and so now I've met friends at school too. Now I get to be like the kids, and I'm like, now I have school friends. But yeah, it's kind of like they have an opportunity. Yeah. So, one of speak you um, drafted a book for a project at school, and I know it's not out for publication or anything, but it's so good, like, the concept of it is so good. Oh, wait, do you not wanna talk about it in case someone
No, we can
steals your
talk about it.
idea? I think it's so good someone might steal it, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, we're gonna file a patent for this right after we record, so you can't steal our idea, or Will's idea, not my idea. But I loved it, so tell us what the concept of your book was.
Yeah, so, my kids were young when they moved here, and, we there are definitely a lot of unique phrases and words here in New Zealand that we're just not used to. They understand what we're saying mostly because they watch so much American TV
Yeah.
here, like, if we say trash or trash can or, diaper or whatever, they know what we're talking
You
about,
mean
but
they as in Kiwis?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Kiwis, yeah,
Yeah,
plus, now Kiwis are saying, rubbish bins and,
yeah,
nappies and,
yeah,
she'll be right and sweet as and
yeah.
yeah, nah, there's all these
Yeah, no. Well, like, the storage, like, what you put your Christmas decorations in or something? I
yeah,
call those bins. I've always called them bins. I have a lot of bins that are labeled, but here, I let someone, like, something out of a Halloween costume a costume bin. I go, "Oh, no, I just got this out of the bin." And he goes, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, the costume bin." And he's like, "The ru" and I'm like, "Oh, no, not the rubbish bin, like, it's a tote." So now I'm like, I have to make sure to say that they call them totes, not bins, because bin here is trash, right?
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really have to, coming over here, you really need to make an effort of saying their words. I was with my son and his 2 little friends, we were at a Nelson Giants game, it's a basketball team here.
What? They have a basketball team?
Yeah, Nelson, yeah,
Does
and
Christchurch have one?
they must. I mean, I know we were playing Otago that day.
Oh,
Yeah, but,
okay, and you
I
buy tickets and go?
yeah, it's a full-on stadium and everything, like a arena, like, they have real seating and food and
I have to look into it. My daughter loves basketball, like, I just
oh,
had to get her a basketball balloon for her birthday and the invitations for her party's basketball. Okay, I didn't know you could go watch games,
they have
like,
ice
real
hockey here
ones.
too. They have ice hockey
I
teams.
did hear
Yeah.
that. Okay. Okay, so you went to basketball.
Yeah, I was with the 2 friends, and I asked them, like, "Hey, does anyone need to use the bathroom?" And one of his friends looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, that makes sense, there's no baths here." So I did you gotta use the toilet so people actually
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, the room is called what's it yeah, they don't have a special name for their room. It's just toilet.
It's just toilet.
And
Yeah.
even, like, the signs on the doors at public places, they just say "toilet."
Yeah.
And and actually, a lot of like, my kids do play sports at, the netball center, Naipunawai, and then, Pioneer, and basically, like, anywhere there's a public pool. Yeah, because they have just all those individual bathrooms that have, like, the toilet and the sink in it,
Yeah.
and, so there's not even a lot of places, it's not even, like, men and women bathrooms, it's just toilet for anyone, which is quite convenient as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. You're not going in the wrong room.
Okay, so, like oh, yeah, one of the things in the book too was about tea time, like
Yes.
and no, not for golf, not like your tea time, but, yeah, like, so the kids go to school and they have morning tea, that's what they call it, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Yeah.
actual yeah, which, that to us is so foreign, it's
Yeah.
never heard of it called that
And
before.
it's just snack time, right? Or what we would call snack time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also I also incorporated, like, Maori words like kai, which is
Oh, like
food,
food, yeah.
just because that people use a lot of people use
Yeah,
that.
just
It's just
use it interchangeably.
right.
Morena for, like, good morning. Um, I know because whenever I start an email, like, and this is how I've been my whole adult life, if it's the morning, I'm like, "Good morning." If it's the afternoon, "Good afternoon," whatever, and so now I do use the Māori words when I write the emails for that because 'cause I'm
Yeah.
like, that's my ability in that language is not great, but there's a few things that I can write. Kia ora. Um
You have to use Kuroda, yeah,
Yeah, well,
definitely.
I answered the phones at a convention center here to Pi when I first like, it was one of my first jobs,
Yeah.
and, I had to answer the phone and, like, say, like, "Kia ora," but I was like, "Kia ora," and and my boss, he was Australian, and he was like, "Can you say it a little less American?" So I remember, like, sitting there, like, practicing, like, so hard to say it a little bit better, but yeah, not
That part is
good.
tricky where you're using these words, like, you only hear a Kiwi speak it,
Yeah, and
and
they
so
make it sound so good.
yeah, so I think I used the word mate, one of the first times I used the word mate when after I moved here, and I was helping on a sheep farm, and they looked at me like, "You guys," I said, like, "Mite," and they're like, "You sound like an Australian." I was like, "I'm so sorry." So now I say that like an American mate,
Yeah,
because I can't even hope to but yeah, like words like
yeah,
"kia ora," you gotta say it exactly the way they do. Yeah.
yeah. So your 3-year-old wouldn't have been in school wait, was your 6-year-old even in school in America yet? Kindergarten, maybe?
He was, yeah,
Yeah.
so the six-year-old went right into Little River School, and then
So he wouldn't have noticed a difference, really.
what no,
It's kindergarten, yeah,
no, that yeah,
yeah,
and, I mean, all the kids there just embraced him, and like,
yeah.
he became got friends right away, and it was really great, and my 3-year-old's now almost 5, so he'll be starting this school
Oh,
with my
yeah,
other son, so they'll be at the same school, and
yeah.
yeah, and that's where I've gotten most of my friends
It's through the
is
school.
through the school, like, those friends' parents.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
talked about this on the last episode. I told you my last guest was also from California, but he's in his 20s. So he doesn't have kids yet. And so he was teaching me about some 20 somethings kind of culture and stuff. And then I was like trying to explain like what it's like to be a parent. But I was trying to explain to him that when the kids are little, you meet your mom, well, for me, mom friends, you dad friends, whatever. But like parent friends, it's I met a lot of my American friends when my kids were little and all of their activities and their school and sports and stuff. But now when we moved here, my kids just started walking to school by themselves. Plus it was COVID, so they weren't doing anything at the schools. So I didn't have any opportunity to meet new parent friends. And now my older one's 14 and it's like maybe a text message to a mother I've never met saying, or, "Hi, this is Annika's mom.
Right.
She's coming to your house." Yeah, no, like something like that, but there's no formal meeting.
Right, it's so different with older
I
children.
know,
Yeah.
so that's not again, I had to meet my friends at school, my school,
Right, yeah.
not theirs. So, I mean, I know that you've adjusted well just from talking to you and stuff, but what would you say if you had to pinpoint your hardest adjustment of moving here? What do you think that would be?
The hardest adjustment I've had to make, honestly, just not having everything at your fingertips,
Yeah.
especially a city like Nelson is still very small.
Yeah.
Christchurch has incredible amenities
Yeah, yeah.
where, I mean, anything you need,
You
anything
could
you
find it.
want is here. So Nelson has hardly anything, but that's also a reason we love it. It's much quieter and smaller. I'd say that, and of course, not having Mexican food.
That
Everyone says that, I know.
they do. I know. Especially because you were in California, so you had, like, real Mexican
Oh,
food.
yeah. San
Yeah.
Diego's great for Mexican food. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. Do you like, it's it's funny because I never buy things online, rarely, and
Yeah.
then I had to order my daughter's basketball shoes online. It just took a month to come from Auckland, a whole month. I don't know what happened,
Crazy.
and then we ordered something else and it ended up coming from Australia, and it took 4 weeks. Yeah, about a month for that to come as well. So I'm like, "This is why I don't order." Like, I can't wait that long.
Yeah, if you can get it in person, I think it's great.
Yeah.
And Amazon hasn't really created a big foothold here yet, which I hope probably, is good for other
Yeah.
businesses here. There is
But
Australian Amazon.
But people are using Temu like
Yeah, Temu's
crazy,
everywhere.
like
Yeah,
crazy.
and that stuff ships
My
fast.
friend's a pilot, someone in the program, but, he was talking about much of the cargo coming through is, like, tea meal
Oh,
stuff.
man. Oh, no.
Yes, I mean, it's sad, and did you just come with your suitcases?
Yeah,
You
we
didn't
didn't
bring a container or ship anything?
no, no, we bought just clothes, some toys, and I brought my golf clubs.
Yeah,
Um, other
okay.
than that, yeah,
So
that's
you
it.
bought but the house you're in was furnished.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
we
don't
were in a cottage that had furnishing, but then when we rented something
yeah.
in Nelson, we had to buy quite a bit of
Oh, you did?
furniture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because people ask that question a lot, like, "What should I bring? What should I bring?" And so we did have a 40-foot container, but when we were packing up, my husband had been in America for 15 years, that his memory of New Zealand was everything's so expensive, because they didn't import like they used to, you know?
Yeah.
And so he was just like, "Oh, no, like, bring all our winter gear, it's so expensive, and bring this, it's so expensive." And then we got here, and it's not I mean, as an American, things are still expensive, but it's not the same extreme as what he remembered,
Yeah.
from years ago. They didn't have Kmart.
Right. That's the one I would talk about. It's like, if there's something at Kmart New Zealand that you want and, like, buy it there instead.
Well, my daughter wants me to go buy her a shelf at Kmart today. It's like a shelf to put on her wall,
Yeah.
to put a few things on, and it's $14. Yeah.
Worth every penny.
Yeah, and so, I mean, some stuff, no, but, like, a lot of stuff from there, it's fine.
Yeah.
And, like, they stay with the trends, like, insanely fast. It's, like, actually quite crazy.
Yeah, it's their availabilities, like, the stocklet is incredible. They have so many different things there. It's like, if you need something, chances are Kmart has it. Like, they really are, and it's all their own brand. It's all really mostly really good stuff.
Yeah.
And now we have an IKEA opening
Where?
in Auckland, but I think they'll be shipping nationwide.
Oh, they would
I think.
yes. There's a pop-up in Christchurch, and everyone was really excited. It's there like, an American sent it to us,
Yeah.
but it's just a pop-up to get people excited about Auckland shipping to Christchurch. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
so you can't, like, go visit the stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because buying furniture here is also crazy. When my mom was just here, my daughters wanted a vanity, do you know what that is?
Yeah, like a big chest.
Um,
Or the one with the table and the
like, for,
with the
like, doing
mirror.
your makeup,
Yeah, the
yes,
mirror,
yes,
okay, yeah.
yeah. So it's like a desk with a mirror, but drawers so you can, like, put your stuff away so it's organized, yeah.
Yeah.
I have, like, a vintage one that I got when I was, like, 20, and I brought that across the ocean. It's not that fancy. Yeah, so we had gone into every store, like, looking and looking and looking, and then we found one, but they were sold out, and this guy had imported it from somewhere, and he's like, "I sold out of them in a week." I'm like, "Yes, because they're trendy. All young girls or teenagers want them." And so then we went to Harvey Norman, and he's like, "No, no, no, we don't have them." Like, "You might want to get some, like, they're a very popular piece of furniture." He's like, "Not for Kiwis." And I said, well, Kiwis get influenced by other cultures, and it's just a trendy thing for teenagers, so teenage girls. And so then I said, and also, not to do your job, but it's no longer just Kiwis living here in Christchurch. If you noticed, there's people moving here from all around the world, and they want vanities.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, I'm just saying, if I was the buyer here, I'd be getting some. That's all. And
Yeah.
then he goes, but you know where has them? And I said, where? And he said, Panda Mart. Do you know what
Oh,
that
I've
is?
heard it's like a Temu
It's a Temu store,
store.
and I, like, made a face, and I'm like, "Oh, I think she wanted something a little bit better than that," and
Yeah.
then we went my mother insisted on going even though I was like, "This place is scary. I know it's scary." And so we went, and, like, it was very cheap stuff, but they had, like, 20 options, but
Wow.
all the lights around the mirror had been disabled because it didn't match New Zealand's, like, safety codes, so
Oh,
wherever they imported them from, they made them cut the wires at arrival. Yeah.
hope they're on discount.
I mean, they are still kind of expensive for, like, plastic, I thought, but, yeah, but furniture here, that's kind of what it's like either that real cheap yeah, yeah, no, real cheap, or it's, like, $5,000 for a dresser. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no, like that IKEA is that considered middle?
Yeah, I would say it's
Yeah.
middle to low.
Yeah,
Yeah,
middle to low,
I
yeah.
agree, yeah, I mean, there's definitely, like, if you go to the warehouse or Kmart, they definitely have some, like, overly cheap
Oh, I mean, looks
furniture,
like
like,
yeah,
flimsy,
yeah,
this isn't gonna last very long. I feel
yeah,
like IKEA is probably a little more
yeah,
well built
yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah, I still have something that I bought for my 14-year-old's nursery that she never really slept in, but I still have that. It was just like a shelf to put books on and stuff, but it's held up through a move. Yeah, okay, so you brought dogs, you brought kids, you only brought suitcases. Um, were you worried about Like, "Oh, did we bring the right things, or were we just, like, going with the flow?"
We were just so ready to
Yeah.
start fresh,
Yeah.
start new. We had an estate sale back in
Oh,
America, just sold
everything,
everything.
okay.
Just, like, fresh start,
Well, you didn't even, like, put s anything in storage?
not a single thing. We just got rid of everything.
Like, even, like, memorabilia?
I gave
You d
away memorabilia to, yeah, friends and family. You mean like sports
I
memorabilia,
don't
like 49ers stuff?
yeah, like, any like, I mean, I'm a memorabilia I mean, I have a problem. Like, I'm a record keeper, but for everyone. Like, everyone I've ever met, I'm the record keeper for. So, like, if any of my friends dies, I'm ready with a slideshow. And I mean, because those photos are in photo albums, not digitized,
Right.
but, I can digitize them if needed,
Yeah, easily, yeah, you just use an app for that.
but I haven't done that yet 'cause that's how many I have. 6 totes of photo albums here that
Totes.
came across the ocean. If they fell off the boat, I was not gonna be happy. And I still left I still left 10 totes at my parents' house of memorabilia. Oh. I mean, they have, like, 8 garages, like, they're not hurting for space, so,
Got it.
like, it's not like it's not in their way.
Yeah,
My dad says it is.
of course, and that's what dads do.
Yeah,
Dads are supposed to do
yeah, I'm like, "You okay." Like, there's
that.
a lot of buildings, so, um
Secretly, he would be sad if it was gone.
yeah. Well, all my totes are surrounding the motorcycle that I was just telling you about that didn't make it over here because of, like, the right title and stuff
Right,
like
right.
that. And so, with the last time I was just home, I went down to that garage where has the stuff, and I went to look in a tote for something, and then I saw the bike, and like, the wall around the bike is getting bigger and bigger, and my kids are like, "Don't tell daddy." Basically, it's covered, it's fine, I'm sure it's fine. It's free storage, how much can you expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Um, but yeah, okay, so you didn't even, like, store a single thing there?
No, I had a pirate ship, like a really cool model pirate ship. I just gave it to my buddy. He just has it on display, and
Yeah.
someday I'll
So
go
if,
back
like,
and look.
one day you want it for your kid or something, he'll
Y
give it back. That actually happened when my husband moved to America, and he only moved with, like, 3 suitcases to be with me, but he stored a couple boxes at his in his dad's basement,
Yeah,
but most of that stuff has disappeared. And then his best friend from high school who lives over in the Kashmir area, he had just, like, these pieces of furnitures that were his grand's, like, some artwork, some Māori artwork and stuff
oh,
like that,
cool.
because his mom was a social worker and worked with, Māori artists and stuff, so, like, just some, like, really nice things. So, he had been like he didn't say, like, "You have to hold on to these forever," he just couldn't, like, get rid of them. They were
Yeah,
too
yeah.
valuable to get rid of. He didn't make a special agreement with her, but this is how cool girls are, though. Like, this is why guys need girlfriends. Like, when we moved here, she goes, "Andrew, I have some of your stuff. Do you want me to deliver?" Because we had nothing in the house. Our container didn't come for 4 months,
Yeah.
and she started bringing over all his stuff. She had held on to all of it. I mean,
Wow.
the family heirlooms and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There was, like, a couch and stuff like that that they'd but anything that was, like, family stuff and artwork. We had stuff that I had never really had in a like, yeah, it was
Right.
kinda cool.
Brand new thing. Well, not
Well,
brand new,
yeah,
but yeah.
yeah. Some of it I was like, "No, that's gonna have to not come in here." But, yeah, so that was really cool that she had held on to it, but more or less, I am probably the sentimental person. Okay, so you're in Nelson, you're loving it there, but you do miss Christchurch because of
But
its
they're both
amenities and stuff,
yeah,
yeah.
they're both
It's just a
great.
different vibe.
It is.
Yeah,
It is. Yeah, Nelson's definitely was a better fit for us overall, but
yeah,
yeah, the Christchurch, I mean, you guys you guys have everything.
but everyone's moving here,
Yeah,
so we're gonna get too full.
it's I mean, you're still got a ways to go, I think, at this but yeah, it is definitely so popular for a reason.
Um,
That was San Diego.
and have you traveled around, like, the North Island or anything?
No, I've not touched the North Island at all other than, Wellington. We went to a show, a Bluey show there.
A what show? Oh, Bluey.
Bluey,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, the Bluey did, like, a cool show though, so we took our kids over a weekend, but other than that, it's all been South Island, Nelson, Marlborough,
yeah,
Hokitika, Kaikoura,
yeah.
Christchurch. That's, like, all we've really done so far.
That's fun. Oh, I feel like I've done the whole South Island now too, but nothing on the North Island. My kids got to do some North Island adventures with my parents.
Oh,
They
cool.
went to, like, the glowworm caves and Coromandel and that kinda stuff, and I wanna go to the top of the North where it's tropical. He
Yeah, the Bay of Islands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds incredible. Everything I've heard about that sounds incredible.
Have you been to Australia?
Yeah, we
Okay.
went for the first time about in September.
Yeah.
We went to Brisbane and the Gold Coast.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of people in our program have gone to Melbourne Melbourne Cup just happened, and, like, they went to Melbourne, and, yeah, I still haven't been to Australia.
No, I highly recommend
Y
it. Yeah, it's great. It did feel like big
More
city.
America?
Yeah, it definitely felt more
Yeah,
American.
that's what I've heard.
Yeah, but not in a bad way.
Yeah,
It was I still felt really safe. Food was really good.
okay.
Of course, more well, I'm speaking from someone else who has no food cuisine options. Not none, but, less than Christchurch. There was definitely a lot of great food in Brisbane.
Okay, we'll have to make it get there. I just feel like every time we travel, it's traveling home. We have to go a whole you just have to go to California, I have to, like, travel across to the other coast.
Yeah, California is definitely a lot easier in that respect. But yeah, I feel the same way. It's, like we're going back for Christmas
Yeah.
and then
You
we
don't
stay.
even have a white Christmas because 'cause you're in California.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still cool that it gets night. You actually
Oh,
see
yeah, yeah,
Christmas
yeah, yeah,
lights.
yeah.
That's one thing that's another thing that's been hard to adjust to here is you don't see Christmas
Yeah, what
lights
time do your kids go to bed?
7,
Yeah,
7:30.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
and I mean, not only are there it's so bright out, but no one's putting Christmas trees lights on their house because what's the point?
No. Well, I have a giant village. Do you know those villages?
Yeah, those
It's
are
like
great.
so my mom gives me a piece for the village every year. Yeah, and when my kid I used to have it on a timer back in well, so first of all, we did the outside lights in America, and I'd have it on a timer to come on at 4, and so when we got home from work and everything,
Yep.
like, you come home to your lit up house, my neighbor had his lit up, and every year I wasn't doing the blow up things, but he would do that, then, you know, yeah, and then I'd have the village on a timer, so all those lights and stuff are on, everything's
Oh,
going when you
cool.
come home, the Christmas tree's on, everything's going, and then you'd sit there and have dinner with all your lights. Now my daughter still wants me to set up the village here, but it's I'm in bed before, like, you can even see it. And the other night I was at school, and, I got home, and I'm like, "Oh, it's, like, 7:30." It was 9, but it was still light out, and it's not
Yeah.
even summer yet.
Yeah, I drove an hour and a half last night, and it was still light when I got down
Yeah.
there. It's like this totally
Wait, but it
different.
stays lighter in Nelson, right? I think
That's a good question. I've never
someone
really
said I
paid
think my
attention.
husband said Nelson has the most sunlight out of anywhere in New Zealand.
I'm not sure whether that's because of time or just sunny days,
Okay, so it's
but
not longer days, it's just
I'm not sure.
sunnier weather.
Blenheim takes that title too, like the sunniest place in New Zealand.
Okay, so it's not
So I'm not sure.
we're not sure really who holds that
Yeah.
title. That's, like, the weird part about the holidays here, it's hard to get into it when it's hot and light for me. Um,
Yeah, same. It's the village is a good idea where you could put it in a dark room or something if you
yeah, if I
like,
actually
you could
had
turn off
extra space.
lights.
Yeah, if I had extra space in our I call this house our apartment. Yes, it is a freestanding house, but it's the size of an apartment.
Yeah.
So, I was like, "Our city apartment," just have no that's why I always study here because I just don't have space house to
Yeah.
have a desk and do anything.
Yeah,
Like
I would do the same thing. I get the cottage I was living in, definitely smaller than I'm used to, and always with the less bathrooms too, which is
oh,
funny.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
always, like, 1 bathroom, maybe 2 if you're lucky.
yeah.
Yeah, that's another
But does your house in Nelson have more yeah, it has a lot more space.
it's bigger, but still
Yeah.
just 2 bathrooms.
Even oh,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah, still just 2.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
they're not concerned about that here, I
an
guess.
American house that size would have 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Does it get damp there like it does here?
Not as much.
Yeah.
I guess technically it is wetter there. I mean, this is a drier climate in
Yeah.
Christchurch.
Okay. Yeah.
Definitely drier here. So a bit more humidity. We had a really wet winter. Um,
In Nelson?
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
coming from someone in California who's used to droughts.
Oh,
No,
yeah, yeah.
I've learned never to complain about rain ever because I know what happens when there's no rain.
Yeah.
There's
No, we
fires.
did get a lot of rain, and it's very look, everything's very green right now. At least, like,
Beautiful,
going over to Banks Peninsula the other day, it was green. Um,
gorgeous right now. Hay fever is really bad up there, but it
in
is.
Nelson or
Oh no, just to here in the Banks Peninsula. Yeah,
oh.
so green, but yeah,
Well, I've never had hay fever or allergies, but my dog apparently does. It's a weak Kiwi dog, apparently. Well, then I said something to my friends, the American friends. We have a chat, and I said, American friends in Christchurch, to be specific. And I said, who knew dogs could get allergies? Because she kept itching and itching, but I couldn't find, there's no bugs, there's no identifying thing. And it was everywhere too.
yeah.
And I just like, there was just nothing. And I called the vet and I'm like, "Is there something like because I know stinging nettle, she's gotten into that before, but she's good in 2 days." So this was going on. I'm like, "Is there something growing this time of year that she could have gotten into, either at the farm or whatever?" And, they're like, "Oh, no, that type of dog is known for seasonal allergies, like hay fever." I'm like, "You are joking." And anyways, I'm treating her with nettles tea and, like, an herbal, like, hay fever tea that is for humans, but it works on her, and it's actually improving. I should make you some. Um,
No, that's cool.
I've made it for some other people too, and so she's doing better, but I said to them, like, "Oh, these weak New Zealand dogs and their allergies," and they said, "Yeah, it's island breeding," and I was like, "Oh, well, I didn't really think about that, like, there's only so many." And I
Right,
don't
the
even
genes
know.
don't change
Yeah.
that much,
Sh
yeah.
And then she said cats here are also known to have I don't know, some thyroid condition that's from inbreeding. I was like, "Oh god." So, good thing you brought your American dogs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
no one's ever seen a puggle here, really, it's very rare, the pug beagle mix is very
so
peculiar.
when you're walking, are people always like, "Where'd you get this
Yeah,
dog?"
like, what is that?
Imported from America.
Yeah, my middle dog, Rory, he gets pretty bad allergies,
Oh, like
he does a
even
shot
in
every
wait,
8 weeks.
both countries?
Yeah,
Or
he's
just
always had bad
Oh,
allergies.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, so here I don't remember the name of the shot, but he gets it, like, every 8 weeks or so,
Like,
and
for seasonal or not food allergies?
it's
Like, it's
it
environmental.
it's environmental.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And they had, like, the same medicine here than they did at back home?
Yeah, it's called the same thing. I'm so sorry I don't remember the name of
Okay,
it, but
that's okay.
anyways,
Well,
it's here.
mine seems to be okay right now, but I'll like, cause I also didn't wanna go to the vet because I was like, "It's not that bad." The vet, I don't know,
It's expensive.
you go and, like, they're guessing sometimes too. So I was like, "Is there a specific New Zealand thing that you're aware of that I should be considering before I bring her in?" And then they said if she keeps up, we can put her on steroids was their thing, like, if it was really inflamed, or the thing is they scratch so much that they get infections. And I was like, "Yeah, no, I've been looking." I was worried about that, and I was like, "I was looking for that, and nothing is that bad yet." So
That's good.
anyway, I'm feeling like knowing what it is, that I can tackle it, but, yeah, actually, when we first moved here, my daughter was waking up stuffy a lot, and it was her room was damp.
Oh,
So
no.
we did install the HRV things. They basically yeah, people never heard of them in America, but
Yeah.
they basically take the moisture out of the houses, but that's because our house is old and has single glazed windows.
Yeah, the dehumidifiers we learned also
Yeah.
very important in the
Yeah.
winter. You've gotta run those in the bedrooms during the night and, like, in the bathrooms during the day, so you don't get mold, especially,
Yeah.
as Americans, we're more than likely renting.
When you came back from America, because you went to America recently, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was just there.
So and you were there for 3 weeks?
I was in America for a week.
Oh,
Yeah.
but you went to the other place too.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
um, well, I went home for, like, 3 weeks in September, and then when I came back, I felt like everything was so difficult. Like, everything was just, like, an extra step of difficulty, and
Yeah,
that's what I was, like, complaining to my husband about too. I'm like, "Why does everything have to be so complicated here?" Like, everything just takes more mental load,
yeah,
and, like, I felt like every day I was, like, coming up with that. Finding something in a store, finding something I was looking for. I don't remember what else was I can't remember all the details, but it's either a system, a process, an item, something like driving. And then as I was driving last night, I was like, "Huh, I haven't felt that. I haven't felt it in a couple weeks." Like I noted that I hadn't felt like this place is so difficult or it taxes
yeah.
my mental load or whatever. And I'm like, that's because I just adapted back. When I came back from America, you notice that shift of how things just seem more difficult in certain ways. And then I've now adapted. Like yeah, I don't know.
It's also just that it's so different, like, when we
Yeah.
first moved here, grocery shopping was one of the most exhausting activities I've ever done in my life because we don't know any of the brands.
Yeah.
We have absolutely no idea what to buy, so you're reading everything, and now that we've been here for over a year, it's become a habit again where it's
Yeah.
second nature,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now it's like, "Okay, I can go to grocery shopping and I know what
Yeah.
I'm doing."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like those little things that you take for granted in your daily life. Like for me, doing laundry, I don't know, you have a washer and dryer, don't you?
Yeah, our dryer is ventless for some reason, so that makes
Oh,
it difficult, but otherwise it's still dryer.
is it blowing air, like moisture into the house?
No, weirdly, it has one of those tanks,
Oh, so
water
you have to
tanks.
empty a water.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
not a big deal. It's not very efficient.
How often do you have to do that?
Oh, every load.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but it doesn't dry that fast, right?
No, it's not nearly as efficient as
Yeah.
American,
Yeah.
what we're used
So
to.
even if so we okay, technically we do have a dryer that was given to us, but it doesn't have that bucket either, like, it just vents out into the
Oh,
air.
so
So, like, I had, like, some of the kids' artwork in the laundry room, like, like, they're on canvases, but they're, like, something those are now white. They're blank canvases because, like, everything that was in there, the thing you wouldn't know because 'cause you're not sentimental like I am, but, like, where, like, you track their height as they, like, get older. I had like, my mom had bought one for the first kid, and it's a wood thing, and it folds in half. So it, like,
Yeah.
hung in their bedroom in America, it came here, now it hangs in the laundry room, and we still measure them, you know?
Yeah.
Um, but, like, all of the writing from the previous years all came
Oh,
off, like, even though it
no.
was Sharpie, because the moisture from that dryer, the occasional time we use it, but even the occasional times I use it, not only does it blow all the moisture in the air, and then you're living in it, but it actually takes, like, an hour, and it does. I mean, no, not just an hour, like, an hour doesn't even touch it. Like, you pull
Wait.
out after an hour, and it's not
Oh,
really
that's
dry.
terrible.
Yeah, so even if, like, the power usage wasn't the issue, because that's like, my husband's like, "Don't run the dryer, it costs too much." But, like, even if that wasn't the issue, it's just not efficient. So when we were home at my mom's, like, we would just she has a big washing machine, you know, you put all of our clothes in, then you transfer them to the dryer, and it's like, "Okay, now everything's done within, like, an hour and a half."
Yeah.
And so it's just, like, not a big chore. And then
Yeah.
I came back here and, like, we hang our laundry out every morning. So every morning when I'm hanging it, I'm like, "Well, this is just
It's a lot of work.
extra work." Yeah.
Yeah, and it rains here a lot.
So then
So,
it's inside,
yeah.
and that's annoying because it's in my space. Yeah.
Yeah, this is hanging everywhere. Yeah, luckily we have a laundry room now. We didn't have a laundry room when we first moved here. But yeah, there's so many times where I've hung stuff outside and then starts to sprinkle. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, where do I put this now? It's yeah, it's a whole process.
But then I just, like, now I've adapted back. That's, like, I guess what it is. So even I guess that's what happens is when you lose out on those comforts or something, you just adjust to not having them.
Yeah.
So I was noting, I'm like, "Oh, that's good of me."
Yeah, it's like I did it. I'm back. I'm
I
back
made
to
it
being
through.
res-
I haven't complained in weeks.
This is
Like,
great.
round of applause, like, everyone like, I actually called my husband, I just want you to, pat me on the back. I haven't complained about anything for a while." Yeah, I don't know, it's so bad. And also, like, you don't do a lot of road trips or driving around, do you?
I constantly drive Nelson to Christchurch. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah,
I've
you
done that
do.
drive
Yeah.
because I'm not studying remotely, but
Yeah, you have to come
I
here.
come here a lot. Yeah,
Yeah,
I would recommend being in person.
if you come to school. If
Yes.
you if you come on a student visa, live where you're going to school.
Yeah, the remote is not the way. I
And the whole kind of point of adult school is contacts
contacts
and
and
meeting people.
connections. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm completely wasting my experience here because, like, I know I'd be able to find a job in Christchurch, like,
Yeah.
through this.
Yeah.
Definitely better chance than where I am,
I
so,
know.
no, I would highly recommend that.
Yeah. Any other advice you would give the listeners who want to move to New Zealand?
No, I think that's probably, like, the big one is if you're going on a student visa,
Y
go to school in person,
yeah.
and, I can't think of anything else on the top of my head
Yeah.
as far as, you know, recommendations.
Okay.
Um, be patient with the process.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do you, think you're ever gonna get your book ready?
Maybe someday. I would love that, but I would need like a it's not properly illustrated, so if that
Yeah.
was to happen, if I could get a proper illustrator to do it,
Yeah.
then I would definitely distribute it. I would at least love to give it out to
Like,
libraries.
yeah,
Yeah,
because those words, the difference in words, and if a little American kids, I'm just thinking about my kids had a Kiwi dad, so, like, they had
they
heard a
do.
lot they'd heard a not all of it, but, like, a lot of it they knew,
Yeah.
but just to have that, like, little heads up, obviously, the kids figure it out, but I think it would be fun, but even for their friends back home, that's what I was thinking too, like, their American friends back home, you could gift it it's like a good gift for them, so they're
Yeah.
like, "This is what we say at school, and this is what we now call things." Because your kids are gonna have full-on Kiwi accents.
Oh, yeah, they
'Cause
already do.
they do? Okay.
Yeah,
And when we go home, people, can hear tiny little things with my kids. Um, I don't hear it 'cause I didn't it's not as drastic,
yeah.
but people are like, "Oh, they have Kiwi accents," and I'm like, "Well, it's not as strong as their dad's," but yeah, it's definitely
But
coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
they moved here later too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I think my older one she's not trying to fit in.
yeah,
She's okay, like, she likes being different with it, I
yeah,
think, where I have a friend who moved to America from another country, like UK, at the same age, but she sounds completely American, completely. I would never know she was from the UK,
yeah,
even though she was a teenager, but she wanted to adjust she wanted to fit in and
yeah,
acclimate and, like, not stick out, so she kind of, like, converted a bit easier,
yeah.
where I think my kids are like, "No, we're proud to be American." I
Yeah,
was like, "Oh god, don't say that."
yeah,
No, it's
I've
fine.
kinda heard it both ways. I've met Americans here who, like, teach their kids not to develop the accent for some reason.
Oh, the Kiwi accent?
Yeah, like,
Oh, I've
whereas
not.
I would rather my kids learn
Yeah.
it 'cause they're young, they're learning how to count
Yeah, yeah.
the way they do, like, sieben, teen, eleven.
Wait,
Yeah, I get that, so, like, that would I would want them to sound like
wait, say it again. 11
eleven,
and then
sieben,
17. Yeah, yeah,
17.
17. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's how they sound. It's so I'm getting all of it. But your kids obviously know how to count. I
Yeah.
mean, my older one did, but they're still just reciting it with their classmates like they're doing maths, not
Yeah.
maths, right, maths. They're talking the same way
Yeah.
their classmates do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is actually funny. I was in a store with my daughter the other day, and she was saying, like, there was I can't remember the words now, but she said it enough times that I was like, "Whoa, you're really saying that the Kiwi way."
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
I got a lot of, yesterday from Charlie, heaps of kids. He kept
oh.
saying heaps of cars, heaps of kids.
Oh,
That
yeah.
word heaps is
Yeah, that's in there.
yeah.
You probably hear more you pick up on more. Sometimes this happens, and I've been here 4 years and married to a Kiwi, but sometimes I ask my husband, I'm like, "Wait, is that the English way or the New Zealand way?" English. "Is that the American way or the Kiwi saying?" He goes, "I don't know, sometimes I can't even remember which is which because we've been so muddled up." That's
Oh,
Kiwi, isn't
look
it?
out.
Is that Kiwi?
I think it's
Muddled?
both, but definitely hear
Okay,
one.
yeah. So now sometimes I can't even remember which one's which.
Yeah, I've definitely run into that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, or I just can use American ones on accident, like a lot of baseball terms. "Oh, that came out of left field. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a total home run,"
They wouldn't say that here,
yeah,
yeah.
that's yeah. But no, I've definitely, like, I had to ask them, like, "Hey, did I say that right?"
Yeah.
And they're always, like, all the Kiwis I've met, they've been very helpful
Yeah.
with that. You can ask them, they're not offended or anything,
Yeah.
at least not yet.
No, and you're really, like, chill and not someone that would offend the Kiwis.
Yeah,
Um,
there's no intent to.
you're here to learn, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of learning and being in school here, was there anything being in school here that was a challenge just because, like, the industries are different here? And I don't know if academia is really that different because 'cause I've been out of it for so long. Um, actually, I came to school here 20 years ago.
Oh, that's right, I remember you told me
Yeah,
that you had to study
so
abroad.
yeah, I studied abroad, and I
Yeah.
did you know what really sucks? Is when I pull up my transcript now, that transcript from 2005 is still on there, and it actually gives me an overall GPA of, like,
Oh,
my MBA GPA plus that 2001, and my university back home, when you study abroad, I took 4 classes, but it was, pass or fail for them 'cause I went to school in Boston, and they don't know what it's like here. So basically, your study abroad goes through as pass or fail or something like that,
yeah,
or
yeah.
they weight it or something. Whatever the transcript says here is not what my American transcript says. That's what I do now. So
Funny.
the transcript here is really bad. And first of all, I did meet Andrew. But I was still studying. It's not like I blew everything off. I was still going to class and I wasn't just traveling, but I think, like, the paper writing was a lot different because at my school back home, it was a lot of, like, critical thinking and, like, analyzing stuff, where here, at least 20 years ago, it was basically, like, the whole paper needed to be cited and someone else's ideas and referenced and not a whole lot of room for, like, my own exploration and ideas, and so I think that's where I got into trouble with paper writing here, and I don't know. So did you find anything, like, challenging of academic here?
There was definitely some things, definitely, first moving here and then attending the lectures, the accent wasn't
Oh,
coming naturally to
yeah.
me. Like it's taken.
You didn't know what they were saying.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
lot of times where just there are just words that just didn't, like it's like instead of debt, it's deet. So
Oh, yeah.
I know just like small things like taxes, teexes, or stuff like that.
And
But
actually, Edison calls debt debt, like,
debt.
with
Oh,
a
it was the
B.
B.
Yeah, but, his
Yeah.
first language is, Taiwanese and then Mandarin, and then he learned English, and now he's learning Kiwi English.
Yeah, that's how it looks. I mean, debt is right.
Yeah.
It's
So every time he
technically.
says it, I'm like, "Do I correct him because it's so cute?" It's, like, kind of like I'm very close with Edison,
Yeah,
but, like, sometimes, when your toddler says something cute and you're like, "Do I correct them because it's just so cute?" Like,
right.
sometimes how they say, like, spag daddy or whatever, pug daddy, I don't know. So, it's gonna fix itself. And so, yeah, sometimes I'm like, "Do you want me to tell you how it's supposed to sound?" And he's like, "Yes," because he's like,
Please, I'm making a fool of
yeah,
myself.
he's like working in a professional industry here, and I'm like
Right.
letting him say things. Um, and even sometimes like his texts to me, they're like so, um, I don't know, like I don't know if they're translated, but he's using, like, the proper forms of stuff that I just have to send a laughy emoji at the text because 'cause I'm like, "We're having, like, a casual conversation, you're writing to me so formally."
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm like, actually, he's been on the podcast even though he's not an American. He's on my, like, Instagram a lot, and people are like, "We want an Edison and Ashley reality show." Because, like yeah, he's we have a good time together. We're
Yeah.
going to see 9 to 5, the play, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you know
yeah.
that movie from the
Yeah,
'80s?
song.
Okay, well, yeah, well, it's her song, and then there was a movie in the '80s or early '90s that she was in.
Oh, cool.
So she wrote the song for the movie,
Yeah.
and so that play is playing at the New Court Theater next maybe it's there now, but we're going next Friday.
That'll be fun.
I know. Some of the Americans booked tickets, but I was like, "I'm gonna go with my gay Asian friend instead," because he was really excited about it, and I've been to theater with him before, and we have a really good time.
Oh, that'll be great.
Do you have any theaters in Nelson?
There is definitely a theater
Okay.
or more. Yeah, they're doing
Oh, yeah,
something.
you saw Bluey, or where was that?
The Blue is in Wellington.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Uh, yeah, they're doing I don't remember, I just saw an ad for it. They are doing a Matilda show right now
Okay.
somewhere in Nelson.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we're gonna go see it, but yeah, there's definitely things to do up
Like,
there.
things to do, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, there's still there's like great restaurants.
You have the, Silky Otter is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Silky
we have the
Otter?
Silky Otter
Movie
Theater.
there yeah,
Yeah, we were just there 2 days ago.
yeah,
And we have the Abel Tasman Park, of course, which is
yeah.
gorgeous, and,
And that beach that begins with a T.
Tahanu T
Yeah.
yeah, Tahuna
But there's yeah, Tahuna something, but there's, like, a campground there too.
Tahanui. Yeah, yeah, that's
Like,
right,
there's a
yeah.
campground at the end, and then, like, there's, like, they have a beach, but then if you, like, drive down a little bit, there's that beach, and that playground at that beach is fantastic, like, with all the
Yeah,
wooden structures and stuff.
yeah, that's a good one.
I always you have little kids, so you get the playground culture around here is good.
It's great. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
it's weird to come back here and, like, see a McDonald's with a playground in it still, like, I feel like those all got ripped out in California.
Oh, do the McDonald's here have playgrounds?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay. I'm, like, on the other end of playgrounds, so but when we first moved here, we went to Margaret Mahy a lot.
oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
loved that park.
Yeah.
That was the best. Our
Yeah.
kids loved it. The Flying Fox there was amazing, and, of course, all those restaurants right across the street, like,
I know.
such a great yeah, this is such,
A good
the
place for
small
little kids.
it really is.
I always say well, we were just in a meeting and someone brought their baby. I didn't kidnap it. She said, "Ashley, do you wanna hold him?" Because she knows I love babies. And I know, but, like, I'm, like, envious of people who have littles here because, like, just even going to Hagley Park where there's, like, the duck pond, like, so much of that's free stuff. Like, it's so easy to entertain little kids, really, in this city. I mean, in general, they're
Yeah.
easier to entertain. But then, like, in the city, there's just I could have a full itinerary with them if they were little, but now
Oh,
they're
yeah.
older and they're harder to please and everything they wanna do costs money and, you know? And
Let's go
so,
shopping.
yeah, like, oh, yeah, whenever I see people with young kids in Christchurch, I'm like, "How fun."
Oh, the playgrounds are amazing. There's bike pump tracks everywhere.
Yeah.
The Christchurch Adventure Park
Oh, yeah, yeah.
has amazing bike tracks.
Even for little kids?
Yeah, there's one behind the cafe that's
Oh,
free, and it's like a amazing track through forest. Like,
holy
and we
cow.
went there for, I mean, 3 hours. We just stood
Yeah,
there while the kids just went in circles,
yeah,
and my wife and I would just, like, walk it just for
yeah.
fun, and, oh my gosh, like, there's so much to do here for kids. Yeah,
Oh, I wish
yeah,
my kids would get into biking.
yeah,
Like, they were, and then they weren't, and then they aren't, and, I need my teenager to ride her bike to, like, tennis and stuff, but she's afraid to ride it on the road because there's so much more cars, and
yeah.
yeah, and she missed the bikes they teach bike safety at school here,
Oh,
but
cool.
my younger daughter's taken it, but she missed it when they taught it. We moved here after that,
Yeah,
but even if she took I don't know if she'd have the confidence because she has seen a few cyclists get hit.
yeah,
It's just hard sharing the road with the cyclists. I mean, I know they try to make the city as cycle friendly, but sometimes cars just aren't paying attention.
yeah.
And yeah, I because my husband growing up here, he rode his bike everywhere. And a lot of kids ride their bikes to school and to all, it's freedom.
Yeah, and aren't the sidewalks or sorry, footpaths are bike you're allowed to do bikes on it.
Are you?
I think
Oh,
so.
I didn't think you were.
Maybe I'm not.
Only if you're little. I think only kids.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you're little enough. I
Yeah.
mean, like I don't. think you'll get yelled at.
Yeah, so maybe it is against law. Yeah, my
Yeah, I think,
apologies.
like, little kids can, but I don't think adults are supposed to be on the footpath.
Oh, good.
Why don't you test it and let me know?
You know, I'm
No,
good.
I'll look it up. So didn't this was on the fly, so don't have my notes, I didn't prep, and plus I already know Will, that's the other thing. Sometimes when I interview someone, they're like, "Do you wanna talk beforehand?" No, it's actually better if we don't, because then I'm getting to know you in a curious way, for the first time,
Yeah,
and things come up more it's more natural
it's more
almost.
natural, yeah, because
Yeah,
you
because 'cause I'm
rehearsing it.
also getting to know them, and when I interview people I know, it's like I forget what I know and what I don't know.
Right, what have we talked about today?
Yeah, and because I, like, know your story for
Uh,
the most
oh,
part.
well,
Yeah.
we just talked last night, so it's all blending
I
together.
know,
Yeah.
because I've told you this before, that you look like a childhood friend of mine who's
Yes.
named Bill. Yeah. So you're Will,
I
he's
forgot the
Bill,
name.
and when I was just home he lives out west, but when I was just home, he was there for that wedding that I was in,
Oh,
or
cool.
yeah, and so and I think I told him, "I go to school with this guy, and then he looks like you," and it's like because it's always familiar. You're not familiar because 'cause you're American, familiar because you're like a doppelganger of someone that I grew up with, yeah.
Right, right, right.
So it was yeah, it's funny. I remember when the admin for the program that we're in had said to me one day, she goes, "Ashley, I just got an email. Another American's coming." And I'm like, "From what state?" And she's like, "California." I'm like, "Oh, that's like New Zealand's cousin." No.
Yeah, I do make a point of telling people the state I'm from. It's like because it's such a big country,
Yeah.
um, it's just
Yeah.
different. Yeah,
Yeah, and, like, even the last guest that I had too said he said, I've never lived anywhere else in America, so I can't when I talk about America, I'm specifically talking about California." He's
right.
like, "My only experience is California." And I said, "Yeah, that's" and when I talk about my America, I'm an East Coast,
Yeah,
Boston, New Hampshire, and
so
so
different.
that's, like, what I'm talking about. So especially, like, with weather and climate and house prices, like, I come from, like, a very no sales tax, no income tax state. And yeah, like I the cost of living is not as low as it used to be, but it used to be considered like a pretty low co- cost of living area. But then all the city people moved there too. Now I
I
am a city person, aren't I?
You are.
Yeah, but
It's
anyway.
amazing.
Sometimes I call it a big town.
It does feel like a big town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's turning into a city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause like even city center, it's not that big.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is still like really easy to get around. Like I hardly ever have trouble parking.
No,
Like
but
versus like going to any other American
when
city.
people say I don't go into the city because of the parking, I'm like, oh my goodness gracious. Like
Yeah, I've
you can
spent
always find parking.
yeah, I've spent time in San Francisco and LA and San
Yeah.
Diego, and it's like those yeah, you don't even know.
Well, since I stole you away from your chores, I will let you go, but thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having
And
me.
yeah, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.